They had a place already picked out at the creek. There was a clearing in the woods by the road, and there was just enough room to do the job like it should be done. Plenty of dry brushwood nearby, and a good-sized sweet gum tree in the middle of the clearing. The automobiles stopped and the men jumped out in a hurry. Some others had gone for Will Maxey. Will was a gingerbread Negro. They would probably find him at home laying his cotton by. Will could grow good cotton. He cut out all the grass first, and then he banked his rows with earth. Everybody else laid his cotton by without going to the trouble of taking out the grass. But Will was a pretty smart Negro. And he could raise a lot of corn too, to the acre. He always cut out the grass before he laid his corn by. But nobody liked Will. He made too much money by taking out the grass before laying by his cotton and corn. He made more money than Tom and Jim made in the butcher shop selling people meat. Doc Cromer had sent his boy down from the drugstore with half a dozen cases of Coca-Cola and a piece of ice in a wash tub. The tub had some muddy water put in it from the creek, then the chunk of ice, and then 3 cases of Coca-Cola. When they were gone, the boy would put the other 3 cases in the tub and give the drops a chance to cool. Everybody likes to drink a lot of drops when they are nice and cold. Tom went out in the woods to take a drink of corn with Jim and Hubert Wells. Hubert always carried a jug of corn with him wherever he happened to be going. He made the whiskey himself at his own still and got a fairly good living by selling it around the courthouse and the barber shop. Hubert made the best corn in the county. Will Maxey was coming up the big road in a hurry. A couple of dozen men were behind him poking him with sticks. Will was getting old. He had a wife and 3 grown daughters, all married and settled. Will was a pretty good Negro too, minding his own business, stepping out of the road when he met a white man, and otherwise behaving himself. But nobody liked Will. He made too much money by taking the grass out of his cotton before it was laid by. Will came running up the road and the men steered him into the clearing. It was all fixed. There was a big pile of brushwood and a trace chain for his neck and one for his feet. That would hold him. There were 2 or 3 cans of gasoline, too. Doc Cromer's boy was doing a good business with his Coca-Colas. Only 5 or 6 bottles of the first 3 cases were left in the wash tub. He was getting ready to put the other cases in now and give the drops a chance to get nice and cool. Everybody likes to have a dope every once in a while. Will Maxey did not drink Coca-Cola. Will never spent his money on anything like that. That was what was wrong with him. He was too damn good for a Negro. He did not drink corn whiskey, nor make it. He did not carry a knife, nor a razor. He bared his head when he met a white man, and he lived with his own wife. But they had him now. God damn his gingerbread hide to hell. They had him where he could not take any more grass out of his cotton before laying it by. They had him tied to a sweet gum tree in the clearing at the creek with a trace chain around his neck and another around his knees. Yes, sir, they had Will Maxey now, the yellow-faced coon. He would not take any more grass out of his cotton before laying it by. Tom was feeling good. Hubert gave him another drink in the woods. Hubert was all right. He made good corn whiskey. Tom liked him for that. And Hubert always took his wife a big piece of meat Saturday night to use over Sunday. Nice meat, too. Tom cut off the meat and Hubert took it home and made a present of it to his wife. Will Maxey was going up in smoke. When he was just about gone, they gave him the lead. Tom stood back and took good aim and fired away at Will with his shotgun as fast as he could reach it and put in a new load. About 40 or more of the other men had shotguns too. They filled him so full of lead that his body sagged from his neck where the trace chain held him up. The Cromer boy had sold completely out. All of his ice and drops were gone. Doc Cromer would feel pretty good when his boy brought back all that money. 6 whole cases he sold, at a dime a bottle. If he had brought along another case or 2, he could have sold them easily enough. Everybody likes Coca-Cola. There is nothing better to drink on a hot day, if the drops are nice and cool. After a while the men got ready to draw the body up in the tree and tie it to a limb so it could hang there. But Tom and Jim could not wait and they went back to town the first chance they got to ride.